Okay, now I click start recording. Okay, let's just hop back into tried and true. Let's warm up with Non 2. Spell 1's more of a problem than Non 2. So. You found a very annoying bug in FMW. I don't think Wriggle's that annoying. Like, I kind of liked Wriggle in FMW. I didn't use her a lot near the end, but like... Hello, Potato Bot. Yeah, the Shion jail emote. Can't believe that she's been arrested for her crimes. Oop. Ori FA cannot attack or defend from the rear for some reason. I don't know for sure about the defending thing, but isn't she one of the few characters whose support attack, or assist attack actually is the better way to say it, is requires a certain amount of P? Because I believe Alice is in the same regard. I think there's a couple characters like that, where they can't do their assist attack right off the bat because their assist attack doesn't require 100 P, it actually requires like 105 or 110 or something. I don't know for sure if that's the situation going on, but that is the thought that entered my head immediately. So anyway, we got a new Goated Lily White game coming up soon. Potentially goated. It's time to cook. Well, it's time to cook again. I've already played Misty as Izakaya. A couple times. Not full playthroughs, but like, play it once and it came back for the survival mode. I do love that me grinding this attack is actually going to like ruin my cap rate for spell 2. Not that that really matters by any means, but my spell history is what I should say. Because it keeps starting and I keep leaving in the middle of it. Ugh. The only problem with the Lily White game is I have too many games I need to play. And also, I commented before, but now I am strongly, by strongly, I mean very, very likely considering on Tuesdays doing more Lost Branch again. Not just get better, it's just getting through the weird ones. Some waves try to lock you out in weird ways. Why is there this tactic 105 power? Like I said, there are a few characters like that. There's not many. I believe the only two that come to mind are Notori and Alice. But yeah. Hello, player envoy. Pure fairies. Yes, I saw the pure fairies. Got enough colorless mana there? Instead of just doing this with the intention of trying to cap, I should really pay attention to my streaks. I know this is at least a 2, so I'm going to count it as a 2. Touhou. Cuatro? I may not be very familiar with my Spanish, but the offspring did teach me 1 through 5. 1 through 6, actually. Damn it, and I heard. Going to go with challenge over the weekend. Maybe I'll throw some games into it tomorrow. Problem is, I don't really have a team that I really am like. Like I have parts of a team that I like, but I don't have enough time to really play enough to make a team I'm the most happy with. And I don't necessarily have the most time over the weekend either to play. We'll see. I might play some games just to play some, because it is fun. Brrr. Fucking go. I don't play a ton, but you know, I'll probably play like 5-10 games. I wouldn't be surprised. Use the Bloodshog team. I don't think I'll use that. No. Like, if I use a team, it's either going to be Mega Scovillain, or if I'm not running Mega Scovillain, I'll probably go like Mega Gengar. But probably something Mega Scovillain-esque. That is what I've had the most success with. It's also, I also just really like it. I think it's quite good. Obviously, like, Wolf got to 1, and it has jumped in popularity, but I still think it's a pretty I think it's still pretty underrated. generally speaking. I think so many of the the popular non-megas are very physical. And I just win. I've won a number of games just burning 2 or 3 opponents and then shake my hand, GG. They can't kill my Corviknight, or they can't kill whatever's in the back. Where's the jail emote? Potato Bot literally already used it. It's just Xi'an Jail, capital jail, but everything else is lowercase. You last minute added a Mega Kangaskhan to your team. Use Hammer Arm to work on a Trick Room. Ooh, that's interesting tech. Hammer Arm to drop your own speed in half. Have a Koishi. That's cool. Thing is, I don't have a, doesn't show up to you either. I don't know, because, like, I literally scrolled to the top of my chat and I can see PotatoBot had posted it, because I did add it, so... But I also sometimes have weird, like, sometimes 7TV and the others act out. It is not something it's not a crazy thing, so... Ooh. My biggest thing for my team right now is I just need to, like, flush out my Pelipper problems. My Pelipper, my Talonflame, and my Charizard. Mega Y. Although I guess kind of Mega X, but I'm a little less scared of X. Yeah, Araquanid completely ignoring Burn. I've beat an opposing Mega Scoville because Araquanid is just the GOAT. Like, my core I've been using for a bit has had good success as long as I'm playing well. You know, I get outread in the game, and I lose, but, like, has good success. Easily my worst matchups are just Mega Y, Talonflame, Pelipper. I also don't want to use Aerodactyl. I refuse to use Aerodactyl. That's also partially because I don't have Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's one of the few Pokemon I've yet to get. Like, I know that the early Mega Scovillain builds people were doing had Arrow/Mega Arrow. I think Wolf also was using a Mega Arrow, I want to say it was, and it makes sense. Although I personally find myself struggling a bit more with Rain than I do with Sun. Like, the problem is, a Pelipper comes out, and I just cannot fucking touch it, Pelipper. Maybe I could use a Rotom, but... like, Rotom Wash or something. Probably just what I'm needing. But once again, I run into the problem where I don't have Rotom Wash. I also haven't played much this week. Like, I played Friday, Saturday, and a little bit Sunday. I haven't played since then, though. It's been a very, very busy week. Oh! Rotom fan, true. I like Rotom Wash or Rotom Heat better into the Frostlash matchup, personally. Which is another one of those matchups where, I can beat... Oh, the Norblitz, so it's unusable? True. How else are you going to protect the electric typing? So getting either Wash or Heat, which would be better into the Frostlash matchup, is a bit more interesting. Not that I am bad into it, it kind of feels split. What did I say about I was going to keep track of streaks, and then I did it once, and then I just stopped? Maybe I should start running Cloud9 Drampa. Maybe that's the new tech. No, not Mega Drampa. Cloud9 Drampa. It's gonna be the new meta. I'm gonna invent it. I can't actually be the one to invent it because I've seen it once, but... Oop. Not one or two. Definitely loves to sit in front of our Calydon. Yeah. Well, to be fair, how many things do like to sit against it and take a that? How many things like to sit in front of an Arcaludon in the rain? Obviously, you turn off the rain, and then you get Draco Meteored, and then your life is just sad. Where's my Terra Fairy Grandpa? Two. Three. Fuck, that was a really gross low. I didn't mind, but he didn't turn his neutralizes with Snarl. That's often Umbreon's kind of big issue with a number of things. Congratulations! You don't die, but you also don't kill. You just kind of like sit there and look at each other. One. Two. Bring the basket at least. True. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Are you running foul play? Or are you running, like, something else? Besides Snarl. I'll play Snarl, Moonlight, and Yawn. What a fun Pokemon. Listen, it's niche. I give it moderate respect. I've commented about my distaste of Umbreon last time. Did I? What am I? Was that like 2 or 3 or 4 or 1? I don't know. Let's call it 1. Well, that's 0. One. Ooh, that was a really suspect sideways move. 2. Oh, I got caught in the middle. Like 70 people ignored it. What's its hidden ability? I know its base ability is Synchro. What's its hidden ability? Is anything halfway decent? Or is Synchro just the better? One. You're focused. I was about to say that's dog shit, but then I remembered, no, it got buffed as well. Although, if you don't really care about the Intim blocking, but if you care about the fake-out blocking, I guess. Are you running Inner Focus or you're running Synchro? Bunch of this, yeah. Because, like, the Synchro, like, what are you getting value out of that? Like, Thunder Wavers that aren't Electric type? It's like one of the most more common stats mons is obviously the burning. Why can't I think of it right now? Go villain, but you can't burn it back. You know, you can't poison back off of a Dire Claw. Bouncing sleep back also can't work. And who the fuck is clicking Thunder Wave into an Umbreon anyway? Guys, I think it's gonna I think the Umbreon's gonna outspeed me. I gotta slow it down. Me rolling up to the junction with max speed Umbreon. They never expect it. One. Yeah, I know it doesn't bounce sleep. Sleep and freeze, I believe, are not bounced. I believe it's just poison, paralysis, and burn. I don't think it works on confusion, so. That's the problem. Everything that's clicking Will-O-Wisp is already fire type. Thank you for rude. Appreciate the good luck. Is that 2? I'm gonna pretend that that's 2. If it's not, sue me. It doesn't matter if it's not either. Best move is the synchro noise. Yeah. I forgot that move even existed. Damn, how's they gonna use the psychic type move on dark types now? Use the Will-O-Wisp. Does Rotom... Does all forms get Will-O-Wisp? I guess that makes sense. Because Overheat is the only unique one of that Oven gets. Or Heat. Not Rotom Oven. So I guess you could burn a... you could counter burn Rotom Wash. Specifically. Damn, that's a lot of value. Card battle? There's no cards here. It's just me and Sanyo. Locking eyes and locking hearts. And I don't know what else. Fellow Kageyama. There's already base form Rotom as it's faster. That's interesting, and obviously, like, the ghost typing makes it really good against Sneasler. Would we get a Centipede run? I would be surprised if I go to do one at some point just for the fun of it, but I'm not really interested in it. Is the other thing. So at some point I might do it just for the meme, but one. Ooh. Hello, Pazoots. Pazoots, you ready for a potentially peak Lily White game? Fuck! Dude, I keep doing 2 or 3 and then I wipe. What card can you get versus Momio? I mean, the only, like, Momio card is the Centipede card. But yeah, Centipede is the one that boosts damage when you don't get hit slowly over time. But like, you can... I believe every card in the main game can be used in extra stage as well, so... What's Lily White doing? I mean, I just looked at the thing that was put in the Discord, and it's, you know, it looks like peak Lily White game. Okay, there's literally like 4 images, and it looks great. Oh, you don't have to use all caps. You don't have to shout. Some of us are sensitive to noise sometimes. One. Centipede gets you Sakuya damages Rainbow. Let's go. What if Centipede gave Sakuya Rainbow damages Sakuya? Yeah, it's these awkward ones. There's wonder what Lily White did other than fly around shit pollen everywhere. It's spring! It snowed last night. A dusting of snow. It's not like it's not like I have actual snowball, but like basically all the snow around here was melted except like the biggest piles. And basically everything was melted. And now it did snow last night. I was driving home from my friend's place. And it was like, oh, it's snowing. It was kind of like raining for like half the day. Yeah, like the first half day. And it was like let off, and then like later it's like, oh, it got dark again. It's like, okay, it's raining again. And I look. And it was, oh, it's snowing. Again, not an amount that actually like matters. Nothing that snow stuck on the ground, but it was snowing. Snow. The thing is, like we've gotten snowstorms in May before. That is not an unthinkable thing. It's an unlikely thing, but it is not an unthinkable thing. I can do like 2 to 3, but then like the luck just catches up to me, and I get an awkward wave, and I'm not at peak form to get through awkward waves usually. One. Should never be snow in May. What if you live in Australia, where it's winter in May, or roughly winter in May? 2. It's snow. What if, like, come on, you tell me like the southern parts of Australia never get snow? I don't know for sure. I'm just taking a... Fuck! Those South Australia. Fine, like, let's go South America, like the southern part. Southern parts. Surely they get snow down there. So fall in Australia if it's upside down, so it would just fall up. Let's tuck this guy into bed and give him a good night kiss. Pop a gas leak. One. Two. Oh, I tapped left, but I didn't quite go left this time. Big Mag in Australia pulling it down, Dave. Pulling Australia down or pulling the snow down? One. Both, that's what's called down under? Okay. Just getting confirmation. Just curious. Two. What? I just... Entering on waves somehow just... Think Clown Piece ever digs in her butt? What do you mean by that? Tell me you never dig in your butt. What's your definition of dig? Like, are we going the very lightest extent, which is like, you know, you fart and then you scratch your butt and stiff it? Or are we going like, you know, you're sticking your fingers in your butt? Like, what are we talking about? Unlike Kanye West, I do not like fingers in my ass. That one, or that's one. Two. Three. The scratch and sniff stickers. Not gonna lie, I'm not familiar. I know of them, but like I don't know if I've ever like used one or like had one to like familiarize myself with like in person. Or five. Holy shit, I did it. Six? We're going up even more? Seven? Eight? That was so scuffed. Nine? Ten? And that last wave was... $11? Damn, sometimes it just takes you like a smallest thing to get going, to give yourself the motivation, the concentration, and then 12? We're seeing how big we can make this. $14? No, that's 13. Not that. That's 14. $15? Go back to you. I'm just sad that you weren't there to see it in the first place. $16, I think? About 16? Might be off by like 1. $17? Obviously, in practice like this, you're never going to have the worst case RNG, but... Okay, there we go. I threw at 17. Damn, I can't believe it. 50 subs, right? I've probably done... I have definitely done over 50 of those today. I walked through the first bullet. Yes, I did 17 non-2 in a row. Okay, approximately... It might be off by like 1. Like it's my count isn't perfect. There's a chance there was a point where I said 13. I was like, no, no, I said 14. I was like, no, I think that's actually 13. So, give or take like 1 or 2. I think 17. If only I could do that here. Too bad this spell is actually impossible. I hate this spell. Non-2 is free, it's just this spell is just cringe. Ooh. You were from Strike back to stage by something. No, because they're not. There's no aimed aspect to them. They can bend a little bit if you get like close, but they don't aim. Cause like I come up here, I'm gonna stand like right here. Like, I can bend the one wave slightly. But I really can't go up to even do it another time. And there's no aimed aspect, so it's not like me doing some weird movement on the bottom down here. It's gonna influence how the attack plays out. Like, no matter what I do on the bottom of the screen here, nothing I do influences the attack. Down here. Unless I go up and make it bend, but that doesn't do much. I hate this attack. Direction that rotates in alternating or something. That time it rotated clockwise. That time, well, no, I think it's just ring by ring basis. How did I live that? Oh, that was a good upper, too. Ah, I hate this spell. Come on, come on, Touhou community. There's no one that's autistic enough to create a fucking 2-hour-long, in-depth, like, explanation as to all the nuances and the details about this spell. There's gotta be somebody who could do that in the Touhou scene who's like that. So I can figure out everything I need to know about this. Oh! The random ball is made better for odd waves, left for even ones. Isn't left and right the same, though? Because if you're left of one wave, then you're right of the other wave. Below the ball? What do you mean ball? You're talking about like right here? Like before it expands and makes notable petals? Frick you! Real uh-oh. Hello, Toaster. Quick, find me the safe spot so I can get through it. Let me revolutionize the world's first spell, Sanyo spell unsafe spot. Sanyo peak boss. She is peak at something. I'm not going to clarify as to what that something is, though. Ooh. This spell makes me want to commit war crimes. Like no other attack in the game does. We do the bend, yeah, look at that bend! You cannot get up in time for another bend. Unless you're super with it. Clearly that means bending is obviously the strat. I hate this spell. Non-2 is so much better than this spell, it's actually disgusting. Maybe I should just go back to the world of the revolutionized bottom hug. See, it's literally free. Use the Sakyo at bottom hug. When they start to spread, my movement does not affect the. As long as I'm not close enough to bend the bullet, my movement does not, should not affect the attack in any way, especially the speed of the attack. When in doubt. When in doubt. Always trust the Muffin Man. Always bottom hug. That is not a gap that you want to ever go for. As long as you're aware enough to do some cheeky stuff, should the attack force you to get cheeky. By racing down, what do you mean? Being up here and then like jumping down as she like starts to shoot or something? What time do you mean racing down? Oh! Well, it's probably going to give you a few play highly responsive. I played highly responsive prayers. Now, I only have a 1cc, a lunatic 1cc in that game. I don't have an LNB or anything, but I have played it. I'm a certified prayer enjoyer. Meow, 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 meow. Fuck you. You know, she could really do me a big favor and just, have every ball, the tip of every pedal, just be down here facing towards me. And the attack is so much better. The answer to this attack is just get good luck. Don't aim the intersection. I don't want to see that. Sonya, don't do that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, give me a fair spot on this pedal. Beautiful. Yeah, lovely. That's the exact intersection that I was just talking about. Even the 5-3 Koishi. Again, I don't want the intersection. I just want the pedal. Boom, look at that. Oh, wow, look at that pedal. I'm going to go over here to the right. Oh my gosh, give me that. Fuck, that was on me. I just completely logged in the bullet. You're trying to play around the attack, but you can never play around your own ability to run the bullets. I can't believe I decided to go for that up move, and then it worked. Frick. Ay. Okay. Oh my gosh, non-1? What is this? What is this attack? I've never seen it before in my life. It's not spell 1, it's not non-2. I don't think it's real. Ah, now I'm in familiar territory. Can't believe I died first try to that. I can believe it, actually. Oh! It's impossible. Non-2 is so much better than Spell 1. It's unbelievable. I let that one happen. I ate. Like, at least non-2 is very readable. It's just, can you hit the dodges? Like Spell 2, not Spell 2. Non-2, super readable. And it's so much more traditional dodging than whatever this spell. Spell 2 is actually the true impossible attack. No one has ever said that, but like, they actually are all lying to you. This is the spell of haters and actual success. Non-3, the attack where nothing wrong ever happens. Sanyo Final, the attack where nothing problem ever happens. See? What did I just tell you? If you believe in your heart that Sanyo's going to go to the right, and you believe in her ability to be a good person once in her life, she will go to the right. But if you hold doubt in your heart, she will grasp that doubt and move to the left. Thank you for going to the right. I mean, to the left. I appreciate it. I can't even get my directions mixed up. I can't even get my words straight. That's how much I love Sanyo. I just get so flustered around her. World's highest non-2? Hello? I almost walked into the first fucking wave. That's actually the second wave, but you get the point. You've never seen a non-2 go that high up on the screen. When in doubt, just play passive here. What the fuck did I just say? I said, when in doubt, play passive. I immediately played aggressive. By the power of homing. I held doubt in my heart. That's why she betrayed me. I had doubt. That's 2 Sanyos in a row, though. Not bad. You know, I really was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill her in time. And I did kill her in time. But at the last second, my heart told me, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was wrong. Did you die? Thank you. There's doubt in my heart again. I'm doubting Sanyo. I gotta stop. Nobody likes a doubting Tommy. Fuck! I hate you. Just go to the right, you stupid woman. I can't blame her. That's on me. I had doubt in my heart until she moved left. Oop. I just missed my hole. Have a good toaster. Gosh, I fucking hate the fact that bottom hug just like has... I hate the fact that bottom hug just fucking works. Usually. Sex the run. I appreciate the enthusiasm. So here's what I'm gathering right now. Sanyo final, unironically, her hardest attack? Alan, what are your thoughts on this verdict? Bro, actually cooking with this? It's the hardest attack? See, I had full belief this time. I knew that the RNG would bail me out, so she went to the right. Hello, Domikos. Sanyo sees through you. She's like Jesus. She knows everything about you. She can see through you. But she knows whether or not you hold doubt in your heart or not. I love spelling. And if you are full with belief, she will bless you with a right move. But if she senses doubt, she will give you the left move. It's Touhou scripture at this point. Thought that was Satori. No, she can read your mind. Okay, now reading your mind doesn't necessarily mean she, like, knows everything about you. Can see everything. Okay. Partly, also, she can only read whatever your mind is currently minding. Thinking. That's kind of like an awkward cut back to the middle, but it was better for damage. Coke. I hate this boss. Gosh, dude, this boss would be so much better if every attack was just Yin Yang Divine Orb. Dude, holy fuck. Honestly, I'd probably have the LNN by now if that was just the case. Did you ever misdirect, Al? I doubt you. Actually, now that I think about it, you doubt you did. You probably just min-max damage on non-2, if I were to fathom a guess. Focus low in the middle and just try to kill her as quick as possible. You cannot misdirect. Well, it's not that you can. You definitely could. You know, the knives may disagree in, like, how much fun that would be, but you definitely, like, it's not you can, like, you definitely could. Just infinite damage. Infinite damage. Now, Rose, exaggerate. I would never exaggerate numbers for damage or anything else in Touhou. Now he's just trying to exaggerate numbers to prove an emotional point. SMH. At least one attack where it's a good strat in this Kaimata phase, final phase 2. Fair. Do some fun attacks. Do some things that make me feel joy and not avoid. Dude, the attack is so free! So good for today. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, 17 in a row on non-2 is pretty fucking good. And some of the caps were also good. It's, you know, the... Like, the biggest problem, honestly, was just my lack of belief in Sanyo. And, unfortunately, she turned my doubt against me with the final, but, like, if you ignore that, that's pretty good. Alright, guys, after 75 minutes, I'll do something that's not Sanyo. Your word is Divine Orb. The usual! Oh my goodness! Dude, sometimes Divine Orb just edges you. Dude, this attack is so fucking free sometimes, bro. Holy shit. Dude, this attack is free! Am I like 3-0 or 4-0 right now? That green, the fucking giant green ball. Oh, that green ball just forebode complete disaster. I can't even be that upset. Like, that was completely, like, the green ball just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna sit right here and ruin your day. And by day, I mean your 10 seconds. Thank you, yellow ball. Very cool. Ooh, the green one's coming through. At least the green one had some speed to it, so, you know. It was actually in kind of a bit of a hurry. See it from so far ahead. Well, yeah, you can see it from so far ahead because it's going at, like, slower than a snail. So it's just there. You can't fucking do anything about it besides it's just gonna sit there. For 5 years. Just sitting there. In the middle of the screen, being like, yep, go fuck yourself. Damn, that was a good one. And then normally it's like, okay, there's a problem, so I make a read. But then, like, oh, the first read isn't gonna work. And then you make a second read. Oh, the second read's not gonna work. And then you make a third read. But by the time you're on the third read, it's already kind of it's just kind of fucked at that point. That's the thing of Touhou. Like, you can often make second reads, but anything more than a second read, you're just kind of... Like, sometimes doing second read is hard, but you can often do it. But, like, anything more than that, you're just... You don't have to keep moving away from me. I don't hate you like I do Sanyo. You can come over and give me a hug. Neat. Playing near the wall is always dangerous, but sometimes you just sometimes you gotta do it. Oh, he moves to the left. GG, go next. Why does she hate me? What did I ever do to you, me? You know me, Smart. What did I ever do to you? Are you upset that I get angry at suffocation? Because then you can punish me over suffocation, but like, what does that have to do with Divine Orbs? Okay. I hate Megamoo. Let's be generous and get some more Mikkeis on today. 2.0. What?
That number of homing was not good enough. How you doing, cat?
Yo, cat, it's a Thursday. You know, week's getting close to being over, girl. How do you take a nice rest? Or more importantly, just give me a rest. How about that? Don't do me like that. She literally funneled, and, like, that is insane V-funneling to the mat. Holy shit, what did I just say? I think that was 7 or 8 lines all down the middle. Like, all V'd right to the middle. Gosh, I love this spell. If anyone ever asks, "Oh, why is Mecha Final kind of bad?" You just show them like that. Like that just goes to show like that's just like the first 2 waves will happen. The first 2 like lines in a wave will happen, and you have to make a choice. You want to go left, middle, or right. Sometimes sometimes there's a bit of bias towards one or the other based on where the lines are, but you just make a line. And sometimes the game really just wants to punish you picking one of those. So like, sometimes you're in a situation where you're like, oops, I guess I shouldn't have gone left. Seeing foxes yet today? No. Bro, I spent 75 minutes just on Anya. There's been no foxes. Not yet, at least. Hope. Now you're using the Resident Sleeper even though... What are you turning into, Game Glitcher? Get killed by Mike. Mike is the hardest thing in the entire game. That's not true. I'm the hardest thing. Mike is the second hardest thing in the entire game. Fuck. See my point exactly. Ooh, I'm very low on P. Like, oftentimes, if I don't have 2.0, I'm, like, literally, like, 1 shy, but I was 3 shy. Quirky Tumblr users talking about how introverted they are. Then go, I'm not 2 shy, I'm 3 shy. Is it true that Canadians, unfortunately, yes. Now let me ask you a question, Zebra. Is it true that oh, it's hard to say it. It's like it's so like ugh. Is it true that oh, is it true that is that true? It's hard to get out. Oh, oui, oui. Sacré bleu. Oh, it turns out that Mikhail is the easiest boss in the game. Oui, oui, oui. Okay, stage 2. The stage where nothing ever goes wrong, and every time we clear it without incident. Let me smoke my cigarette. Power is still low. I actually should be surprised. Having low power early will make you have low power later. It's just a baffling concept. Breaking news and more at 11. Renosuke found boy preggers. Yukari claims she is not the other parent. Breaking news and more at 11. Guys, do you believe this? I don't know if I believe this. I put on a French accent for them, but Merlin decided to say, let's get bopping, y'all. He had no clue what to do with that. It's fair. I have low enough power that I won't hit it before or during the final. I'll hit it after the final. Oop, the anti-safe spot bullets? My goat? What am I doing? Why would I unfocus like that? To get the homing damage! I shouldn't have gone to the right. It'll be fine, it's just I shouldn't have done that. I get greedy for damage, but... Okay, any big fans of Stage 3? Just me? The bug list for FMW, and some are pretty neat. Roomba just loses 100 attacks for no reason. Or Roomba. Breaking news and more at 11. Hello, this is the Gensokyo News Network. Breaking news. Rumio was found outside the human village gnawing on a human body. When interviewed about this, and asked what her thoughts on the matter, she said she went, "I'm just a quirky girl, hee." We have yet to hear a follow-up by the Hakurei Shrine Maiden. However, we reached out and we got a word from the Mariah Shrine. Hello, yes, I am live from the Rise Shrine, and here I have the head of the Rise Shrine, Kaneko, is here for an interview. Kaneko, what do you have to say about this recent event? Personally, I don't really care too much about this event. What I'm more concerned about is the fact that there's been a slew of visitors as of recently who have been bringing salt to the Mariah Shrine. I think they're confusing the slug part in Slug 9. Personally, she's here for physical, very honest relationships with our guests to attract more faith. And there you have it. Recent news from Mariah Shrine, breaking in more. This covers our current segment. We'll be back to you tomorrow evening, same time as usual, for Gensokyo News Network. Fuck me. Always the Mariah Shrine conspiracy. Lily White and Letty's friendship bonus just don't work. Nice. What are you guys' thoughts on this recent controversy, this recent drama going on in Gensokyo? Kind of crazy stuff, huh? Can't believe people are bringing salt to the Mariah Shrine to try to get the slug. But they're misinterpreting her terminology. Well, I love Stage 3. Yeah, I love Stage 3. It's so fun. There's just so much good on Stage 3. Little do they know she's a sea slug and their salt only fuels her. Are you signed up for the Mariah experience? What do you mean for the Mariah experience? They were just going up there to get an interview about the recent from the head of the Mariah Shrine about the recent events. This isn't the Mariah News Network. This is the Gensokyo News Network. They were just going out there to interview at some major figures in Gensokyo to get their opinions on recent events. Check the stats of Prison of Fairy Lights chapter 59 or 60. The game will soft lock. Is this original FMW or like the new one? I assume it's the original. And not the new one. Complete box. Uh-oh. Is complete box technically Dreamer's Stray Dreamer? Yes? Neat. I'm surprised I never triggered that, because like, I've used the Prison Rivers of Fairies of Light, like, all the time. So, Fumo made 3 Fairy Fumos. We almost want to get them. We have heard of a lot of shady activity around the Kumagusa gambling dragon's gambling den, something like that. So we went over to get an interview. Hey, sir, you're just leaving the gambling den. If you won a ton of money from here, what would you spend it on? A bunch of hookers and cocaine. That's a great one. Now here we have an interview with the head of the gambling den herself. Miss Sanyo, is her last name Kumagusa or is there something else? I don't know. Miss Sanyo, what are your thoughts on DraftKings and the modern online gambling epidemic? What's online? And here's our insight from the head of the gambling den herself. Ma'am, what do you think about the fact that some people view that running gambling den is actually like a really bad, immoral and bad thing to do, and that you're taking advantage of people by doing this? Fuck my ass. Wow, that is crazy insight from Miss Sonya herself. We'll have more random news at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Using the playing screen or chapter 38 intermission will soft lock the game. Only on Marissa's route. Nice. We'll have more breaking news later, but first, a word from our sponsors. Hello. Have a loved one of yours passed away recently, and funeral costs nowadays are just getting too expensive? Well, come on down to not the Divine Spirit Mausoleum, but near there, where I say will personally buy your corpses from you, of your families. Now, I cannot promise the safe being of the corpses from you, but I understand that funeral costs are expensive nowadays. Getting a casket's hard work. Some people just go for cremation, but there's still a lot of money involved in the process. But over here, Sega will help you by buying the corpses from you. All you have to do is just bring them to me, and I will purchase them from you. Don't worry about yourself and the rumors about me. No, the last 5 people that tried to bring corpses didn't also disappear mysteriously with the corpse when they got to me. That is disinformation from the Mariah Shrine. Call 1-800. Call 1-800 967 4, 4, 5, 2. Let's see if you qualify today. I had to fucking pop my phone to figure out what like phone number is Yoshika's name. Those numbers are just Yoshika's name, but like in dial form. Sometimes the game will soft lock to chapter 69. Nice. That's very descriptive too, just sometimes. Guys, instead of paying the money for a funeral, would you trust bringing a corpse of one of your loved ones to Sega? You run the gamble, Dan. You can only ban one of the two here. Who do you ban? And that is the fortune teller and Renosuke. Well, obviously, you ban Renosuke because the fortune teller's dead. He ain't going gambling. Hime's math weapon doesn't work. Nice. She just won't use it. Neat. You or a loved one have been having trouble sleeping as of late? Down here at the Agakoro pharmacy, our recent product, the Butterfly Dream Pills, is perfect to get you back on your feet. Everyone taking these reported much better sleep after consuming this medicine. Side effects may include suffocation, menstruation, impregnation, immortality. Welcome back for that commercial break. We are Kensokyo News Network, back to delivering you the breaking news 24/7. Currently, there's no incidents going on right now in Gensokyo. It's a rather tame day. Oh, we look over there! There's another group of fairies have broke out into a fight among themselves. We have a reporter on the scene talking to these fairies. Wait, what? I'm receiving word right now that the fairies are speaking gibberish, and the reporter cannot understand a word they are saying. So we will not be having a direct interview from these fairies at the moment. If we can get a translator on the scene, we'll get you a direct interview later. Raise the rainbow skirt so see-through on the dialect sprite. Lewd game. I haven't really paid much attention to that. I ever talk about how much I love Stage 3? Why are you looking? Why aren't you looking? Breaking news here at the Gensokyo News Network. Aya Shimaimuru has been known flying around the sky taking panty pics of lots of different people. Until recently, she was seen flying by Sanai's place, the Mirai Shrine. But she would take your panty pic, and she realized, after taking the picture, that Sanai wasn't even wearing any panties. This has created a fuss online. We have people on the scene getting ready for interviews. Hanako, is it true that Sanai doesn't wear panties because you told her not to? Yes, we believe this is a very, we believe that it's very important. Fuck my ass. We believe it is very important for the sake of drawing in new attendees to the Mirai Shrine. We always love to see new people coming in. Very important. Doesn't I literally just do that? Yeah, I mean, that's like the entirety of Shoot the Bullet, and also double spoilers, just them taking panty pics. Hanako, is it true that everything is truly a Mirai Shrine conspiracy and you're behind all the secrets of the world? Hanako then said she declined all comment on that regard. More news later at the Kensokyo News Network. Damn, those reporters are really getting the toppest of articles going on right now. Why do you have to be this low? Me when Sanyo isn't hugging the top of the ceiling? Okay, like like that. I said like me when I I do complain when you're literally not like super high up, but like you're still at like a perfect. Fuck my ass! Oh, holy shit! That was disgusting. I should play higher up earlier, but like. So 20.5 shoot the panties. Here we have the mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, Ramelia Scarlet. Is it true that Saki wears padded bras? I would like to reserve the right to decline all statement for this. I'd like to talk to my lawyer before I answer this question. Understandable. Now then, is it true that some call you Fraudmelia because your ability of manipulating fate is actually manipulating fraud because you've never actually done anything in regards to this? I'd like to address these rumors. These rumors are not true. I definitely can manipulate fate. I'm definitely one of those powerful beings of all time. I'm not going to do it right now. It's a lot of work. I got a lot of things going on right now. This is from our recent interview with Ramelia Scarlet. Now, word from our sponsors. You ever having a good time and you wish that good time would just be over? You just wish you could actually be miserable again? Well, welcome back to Stage 3, where we can fix this problem for you in a heartbeat. Damn, maybe I should go into telemarketing. What do you guys think? Fuck. Oh! I backed into it! You piece of shit! Yo, tell reporter. I'll have to ask my lawyer about that to realize that the reporter is the only lawyer for a good fight. Fuck you, you piece of shit! Oh, I had it too! Oh, it was so scuffed, and then I came back and it was like, oh, this is actually just perfectly fine. Oh, what? Wait, what? I just moved too much. I love how spam is actually the easiest part of the entire game. Stage 4 spam is actually easier than Stage 3, confirmed. Many have been saying this. It's only 2 miss pace. We'll ignore the 4 miss pace that we're on, pretend it's a 2 miss. Game Glitcher, what are your thoughts on the recent Gensokyo News Network segments? Have you found this to be very enlightening on the recent events in Gensokyo? I really loosely heard about it like 3 years ago. Something tells me you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, well, don't worry, I've been talking about it for the past fucking half an hour. We'll have a reporter on the scene asking Game Glitcher his stance on this one once he actually fucking has a stance on this one. Much like most things, he's probably gonna take a neutral fence-sitting stance like the beta he is. Anyway, in the meantime, A word from our sponsor, a word from our people down at the Rainbow Dragon Cave. Order on the seat. Miss Misumaru Tsukuri. Is it true that people have been recently doing surgeries on their testicles, replacing them with your yin-yang balls? I can attest that these rumors are not true. I have not swapped anyone's balls out for my yin-yang balls yet. It was an idea I was working through with Aaron Yagakoro the other day. However, this is still a work in progress. We'd love to try to experiment with this. I think it would have great side effects for the benefits of males all throughout Gensokyo. However, this has not happened yet. The rumors are not true. It is still a work in development. Miss Sanyo, is it true? Not Sanyo, excuse me. I hit the wrong person in my mind. Is it true that your balls are just as suffocating as your thighs are? Fuck, that was a perfect Misumaru. And that wraps up our interview with the goat Misumaru herself. Meanwhile, we have people on the Yokai Mountain. Apparently, there have been rumors of a sex fox in the area. We are still trying to get eyewitness reports on it. We will let you know once the story unfolds more. That red bullet gonna get me? No, can't go below me. Fuck, I hate having pressure on stage 5. Yeah, but why are you posting a fucking emote link while I'm in the middle of a run? That's like late. Foxy. Good edging. It's always sketchy to edge Tsukasa. It's very important to think before you edge. Can't just edge all willy-nilly. I love... Fuck! I hate that piece of shit! We've asked the Yokai of Gath if the rumor recently, or out of the recent exposure, yes, we have found the Hakure Shrine Maiden saying very indecent things about fuck my ass. Yukari, what is your take on... What?! Oh, nice two-framer. Okay, we'll move on. The air indifference.
We asked Yukari, what is your opinion on this recent event of the Hakurei Shrine Maid being found to have said indecent things? I just want to say that I'm very broken up about this. Please do not go through my house and find the... And please do not go through my house and find the Reimu Shrine and all my gaps where I stalk her in the bathroom. I do not do this. I do not condone any of this behavior. Great Pang 3. No, that's just an iframe issue, the Aaron one.